India is known for its cultural diversity, and language is one of the expressions where the sum totality of cultural experiences are seen. With the cultural diversity, linguistic diversity is definitely there. Indian languages has not been significant for India, but they have had impact for a long, long time globally. Global philosophy, global literature, global language, global culture has been influenced by the languages of India. The languages as we have it today is not exactly the same as they have existed in the past. We have a long list of what we call them as classical languages. And these classical languages, for which we use a Tamil umbrella phrase, Semuri, Semmuzhi. I hope I'm getting the right pronunciation for this. An umbrella term for the entire Shastriya Bhasha that we have got. In 2004, we got very conscious of it, and we wanted to conserve identified cultural heritage of language of India so that we can revive them and also provide patronage to those languages as Shastriya Bhasha of India. And then we, in that process, have basically identified LEC, that is Linguistic Expert Committee under Sahitya Academy, Ministry of Culture, that will go on to identify the languages as identified globally on the basis of their classical nature. There are various ways that we can see this classical languages globally identified. They are identified on the basis of philology, that is development, structure, and history of language. Also on the grounds of lexicography, morphology, and semantics, that is development, structure, and uniqueness of the word and the meaning that they have got. Also on the basis of syntax. When I say syntax, I basically mean on the uniqueness of the body of words, that is sentences and the kind of meaning that they carry in the process. And we in our country went on to identify 11 languages till date as classical languages. I'm sure there's more to come in the list that we have got. In 2004, when we started this, the first language to be identified was Tamil. Then we had, in 2005, Sanskrit was identified. And then two languages, Kannada and Telugu, they were identified as classical language in the year 2008. Then Malayalam got identified as classical language in 2013, Odia in 2014, and we have got 10 years later 5 languages, which makes the total picture as 11, Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Bengali, and Assamese. These languages have been identified as classical language in India. There are various grounds on which you can imagine the classical languages can be identified. They have been identified on the basis of history. I mean, they usually are considered to be 1500 to 2000 years old. And then also on the basis of ancient texts that they have for them, also on the basis of ancient prose and poetry that they have got, epigraphy, and then inscriptions, evidences are also a factor in this. Original literature and the heritage of literary nature that has to be there. Apart from that, they should be also having diachronic linguistic evolution. What I mean by diachronic linguistic evolution is that the present form of such languages are different from the classical form that they have got. That means there is a kind of distinct difference with a break, that this is the classical and this is the modern form of it. And also, the literature and the text that they have got is revered, valued even today. And if these languages are identified as classical language, well, one would imagine that there will be international awards too, then given annually. Then also it gets promoted through Center for Excellence that is set up for such classical languages. UGC will set up special chairs, and especially UGC through its central university will make efforts to popularize this language and promote research of those languages, translation of their work, etc. And also employment opportunity would increase. In fact, it gives me a lot of pride to identify that such a large number of Indian languages have found their place in the classical languages, and then there is more to come, I'm sure about it, and then the world would get to see that India is not only having its diversity of one geographical or social or religious or cultural, it has such a long, long history of cultural diversity. And these languages identified are the beautiful heritage of the country that we have had. Congratulations to all of you.